Your next soulmate is younger than you. But that's not even the biggest surprise. My beloved child. Before you decide that this message could never be about you, don't skip. There is a reason your attention landed here at this exact moment. You have spent far too long believing that your greatest surprise would be finding someone who truly understands your heart. But that is only the beginning. The real surprise is something almost nobody expects until it arrives. The next person who walks into your life carries an energy that feels fresh, fearless, and completely different from anything you have known before. At first, you may even question it because the connection refuses to fit the picture you created in your mind. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Every chapter of your past has quietly been preparing you for a meeting that looks ordinary from the outside but feels unforgettable from the very first conversation. The signs will not scream. They will whisper. A glance that lasts a little longer. A conversation that somehow feels unfinished even after hours. A strange sense that you have known this person much longer than logic allows. That is where everything begins to change. What makes this story so unexpected is not simply an age difference. Don't skip, because that is only the surface of what is coming. The biggest surprise has nothing to do with numbers. It is the confidence this person carries, the way they challenge your old beliefs, and the way they see strengths inside you that even you stop noticing. While others judged you by your past, this person notices your future. While everyone else looked at your mistakes, they quietly admire your resilience. You may think you will become their guide, but the truth unfolds in the opposite direction. They awaken courage that has been asleep inside you for years. They inspire decisions you were too afraid to make. They become the unexpected reason you finally leave behind people and situations that kept your heart trapped. That is why this connection feels impossible to explain. It is not about who is older or younger. It is about who helps the other become the version of themselves they were always meant to be. Stay till the end, because the next revelation changes everything you thought you understood. Now listen carefully, because this is where the story takes a turn almost nobody sees coming. There is one detail still hidden, and it is far greater than anything already revealed. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. Before this person steps fully into your life, something unexpected will happen that seems completely unrelated. A delayed message. A cancelled plan. A random introduction. A place you almost decided not to visit. At that moment, you will believe life is working against you, when in reality it is quietly moving every piece into its perfect position. Later, you will look back and realize that what felt like an inconvenience was actually the beginning of an unforgettable chapter. But there is another truth still waiting beneath the surface, one that completely explains why this connection could never have happened any earlier. The moment that hidden truth is revealed, everything about this journey will suddenly make perfect sense, and that revelation is closer than you think. A quiet shift is already beginning long before either of you fully recognizes it. The strange part is that neither of you will be searching at the exact moment everything starts to unfold. Life will appear completely normal, yet beneath the surface, countless small moments will begin connecting like pieces of a puzzle that has been waiting for the right time to reveal its picture. Don't skip, because this is where the story becomes impossible to ignore. You may notice repeated coincidences, familiar places appearing again, or conversations that seem ordinary but leave an unforgettable feeling behind. The younger soul entering your life will carry a confidence that surprises everyone around them, but behind that confidence is a quiet curiosity about you that grows stronger with every passing day. They will wonder why your words stay in their mind longer than anyone else's. They will replay simple conversations, smile at unexpected memories, and slowly realize that something about you refuses to fade. Meanwhile, you may still believe nothing important is happening. That is exactly why the next turn feels so powerful. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it begins when both of you stop trying to force life to happen and simply allow it to unfold naturally. There will come a day when one unexpected moment changes the entire direction of this connection. It may begin with a single message, an accidental meeting, or a conversation that was never supposed to last more than a few minutes. Yet somehow, those few minutes will stretch into hours, and both of you will leave with the same unanswered question lingering in your hearts. Why did this feel different? Don't skip, because this is the answer many people never expect. The age difference that once seemed impossible will slowly become meaningless as trust grows stronger than first impressions. Friends or relatives may notice the chemistry before either of you admits it out loud. They will see laughter becoming effortless, silence becoming comfortable, and support becoming natural. The younger person will never try to compete with your past. Instead, they will quietly build a future where old disappointments no longer control your choices. Every conversation will remove another layer of doubt until one realization becomes impossible to escape: this connection was never built on appearance, timing, or expectations. It was built on understanding, respect, and the rare feeling of being completely accepted. Stay till the end, because the greatest surprise has still not been revealed. Now the hidden piece finally begins to appear, and it changes the meaning of everything you have heard so far. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. The biggest surprise is not that this person is younger than you. It is that they have already heard about someone exactly like you long before your paths truly crossed. Through unexpected conversations, shared circles, or stories told by others, your name, your character, or your actions quietly reach them without either of you realizing it. Long before your first meaningful conversation, a picture of you had already started forming in their mind, not based on fantasy, but on the impression you unknowingly left behind. That is why your meeting feels strangely familiar instead of completely new. It is as if life has been arranging invisible introductions long before the official one ever happened. And just when you think you finally understand why this connection feels so powerful, another unexpected truth rises from the shadows, one that explains why this meeting had to happen now and not a single day sooner. That revelation is closer than you imagine, and once it arrives, nothing about this story will ever feel ordinary again. What neither of you realizes is that this connection is already beginning to change the people around you. Don't skip, because this is where the story becomes even more unexpected. Before either of you speaks openly about your feelings, someone close will quietly notice the difference. They will see that your smile has become more genuine, your confidence has returned, and the weight you carried for so long is slowly disappearing. The younger person will also begin changing in ways they never expected. They will become more patient, more focused, and more certain about what truly matters. Suddenly, Things that once seemed exciting will lose their importance because your presence brings a sense of peace they cannot explain. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The strange part is that neither of you is trying to impress the other anymore. Instead, every conversation starts feeling effortless, every laugh feels natural, and every goodbye feels just a little harder than the last. That is when both of you begin asking the same silent question: why does it already feel like something important has been missing until now? As the days move forward, another surprise quietly begins to unfold. You may believe that this younger soul will hesitate because of what others might think, but the opposite happens. The more they learn about you, the more certain they become that appearances and opinions cannot define a genuine connection. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes everything. They will admire the lessons your life has taught you, not because you are older, but because every challenge has shaped the strength they have been searching for. Instead of seeing distance between your experiences, they see a future filled with balance. Your calm becomes their confidence. Their energy becomes your motivation. Together, you begin filling the spaces that once felt empty in each other's lives. Even moments of silence become meaningful because neither of you feels the need to pretend. The connection grows stronger with honesty instead of perfection, and that is exactly why it becomes impossible to ignore. Stay till the end, because the biggest turning point has not happened yet, and it will arrive when neither of you expects it. Then comes the moment that changes everything forever. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. One ordinary day, a simple question will be asked, one that seems small on the surface but carries enormous meaning underneath. That question will force both of you to stop hiding what has quietly been growing between you. In that single moment, every coincidence, every unexpected meeting, every delayed plan, and every strange feeling suddenly connects like pieces of the same puzzle. You will finally understand why certain doors closed in your past and why certain people disappeared without explanation. None of it was meaningless. Every ending created space for this beginning. Yet even after that realization, one final surprise remains hidden. It is not about age, timing, or distance. It is about a truth that has been waiting silently in the background from the very first moment your paths crossed. When that truth finally comes into the light, it will reveal that this journey was never as random as it seemed, and the next chapter will uncover the one detail that neither of you could have possibly predicted. Everything begins to accelerate from this point, but not in the way you expect. Don't skip, because this is the moment where every small clue suddenly starts carrying a much deeper meaning. The younger soul who once seemed like an unexpected stranger now begins finding reasons to stay connected with you. A simple conversation turns into a daily habit. A quick greeting becomes the highlight of the day. Hours pass without either of you noticing because every topic opens another door that neither of you wants to close. Even when you are apart, there is a quiet feeling that the conversation is somehow still continuing inside your minds. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The people around you may not understand why this connection feels different, but they will notice that your energy has changed. You laugh more freely. You carry yourself with greater confidence. Old fears begin losing their grip, and the future no longer feels uncertain. What surprises you the most is that this transformation happens naturally. Nobody forces it. Nobody plans it. It simply unfolds one unexpected moment at a time, making it impossible to ignore that something extraordinary is quietly taking shape. Then another unexpected layer reveals itself. Don't skip, because what happens next changes the entire picture. One evening, a conversation will drift toward dreams, regrets, and the life each of you imagined years ago. Without realizing it, both of you will begin describing almost identical hopes from completely different perspectives. It will feel as though two separate stories have been moving toward the same ending all along. The younger person will admit that meeting you challenged everything they thought they wanted, while you quietly realize that your own expectations have completely changed as well. Suddenly, the age difference becomes the least interesting part of the story. The real surprise is how naturally your strengths complete each other. Where one hesitates, the other encourages. Where one feels uncertain, the other brings calm. Every conversation leaves both of you stronger than before, and every goodbye creates a stronger reason to meet again. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next revelation is the one that neither of you could have imagined when this journey first began. Now the final piece of this chapter slowly comes into view, and it is unlike anything you have expected. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Just when everything seems to be falling perfectly into place, an unexpected situation will test both of you. It will not arrive to break the connection, it will reveal how real it truly is. For a brief moment, distance, timing, or circumstances may create uncertainty, making it seem as though the story is taking a step backward. But hidden inside that challenge is the greatest confirmation yet. Instead of walking away, both of you will choose understanding over fear, patience over doubt, and honesty over silence. That single decision becomes the turning point that separates this connection from every relationship that came before. And just when you believe you finally understand why this younger soul entered your life, one last hidden truth begins to surface, a truth connected to a promise neither of you even realized you had been keeping. Once that truth is revealed, nothing about your future will ever look the same again. The moment you have been moving toward is finally close enough to feel, yet it still hides behind one final layer of mystery. Don't skip, because this is where everything changes. The younger soul who once seemed like an unexpected chapter now begins making choices that leave everyone around them surprised. They stop chasing distractions that once consumed their attention. They become more intentional with their time, more thoughtful with their words, and more protective of the connection that has quietly become one of the most meaningful parts of their life. You will notice it in the smallest details before you ever hear it spoken aloud. Their eyes search for you in every room. Their first instinct is to share exciting news with you. Even ordinary days begin carrying extraordinary meaning simply because you are part of them. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What once looked like coincidence now feels like a carefully unfolding story, where every delay, every unexpected turn, and every unanswered question was quietly leading to this exact point. The more you reflect on the past, the clearer it becomes that nothing happened by accident. Every closed door made space for this one to open, and every disappointment prepared your heart to recognize something genuine when it finally arrived. Then comes a revelation that neither of you can ignore any longer. Don't skip, because this is not the surprise you were expecting. One heartfelt conversation changes everything. There are no dramatic speeches, no impossible promises, and no perfect words, only honesty. For the first time, both of you admit that this connection has been growing far deeper than either of you planned. The younger person shares how they tried to convince themselves that these feelings would fade, yet every attempt only made them appreciate you more. You realize that what drew you together was never excitement alone, it was peace, trust, and the rare comfort of being completely yourself. Suddenly, every earlier doubt loses its power. The age difference becomes nothing more than a detail in a much bigger story. What truly matters is the respect you have built, the laughter you have shared, and the confidence you inspire in one another. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the final surprise has been quietly waiting in the background since the very beginning. Now the hidden truth finally steps into the light, and it is far greater than anyone imagined. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The greatest surprise was never that your next soulmate is younger than you. The greatest surprise is that this connection transforms both of your lives in ways neither of you could have predicted. You become the calm they never knew they needed, while they awaken a hope inside you that you believed had disappeared forever. Together, you begin making decisions with confidence instead of fear, choosing possibility instead of hesitation, and embracing a future that once seemed impossible to imagine. Looking back, you will realize that the real miracle was not the moment you met, it was the person you both became because of that meeting. And just when it feels like the story has reached its ending, another unexpected door quietly begins to open, hinting that the most unforgettable chapter of this journey has not even begun yet.